And what's up, everybody? I'm back with another movie review. Today, I am reviewing I Am Sam, released in I think 2000, 2001. Can't remember exactly what year it was released, but I gotta say, this is a movie. I did not expect this movie to be what it was going in. I had really no clue what it was going to be, but it's a powerful movie. So just get ready for this. So I do have a lot of thoughts on it, though. Let's just jump right into it, shall we? So first off, I mean, I should probably explain what it is. I don't normally do this before I do a movie review, but I should probably explain it for this context. It's about a person who with a mental disability who's now a father, and the wife leaves him literally right after they leave the hospital. Like she goes like she throws him on the bus and then she leaves. What the fuck? That is ass. That is absolutely devastating. Um, what a shitty mom. What a shitty mom. Really. So then the father is like, supposed to is forced to take care of the child himself, and goes through it, and you kind of see all like the struggles with that as the person, he's mentally disabled, and everything with that, and then growing up, how he's trying to struggle to keep custody of his daughter because they don't see him as mentally fit to take care of her, and kind of the relationship that goes along with that. So it is a powerful movie. Like I said, I had no clue that that's what was going to be going in, but I do have a lot of things to say. Like I said, what a shitty mom, but also Starbucks moment. There's a lot of product placement in this movie. He works at Starbucks. He works at Pizza Hut. And they go to Payless Shoe Store, which, rest in peace, Payless Shoe Store. And there's also a spot with Target as well. There's a Target thing. Well, okay. And then there's also, I mean, they go to IHOP, Big Boy. There's a really funny line at Big Boy when he's like, he doesn't, like he has, like, obviously there's a very specific order that he wants, and he's like, well, we don't have, and the waitress is like, well, we don't have that. He's like, well, go tell Bob that that's wrong. That is a hilarious line. I love that. And there's also a 7-Eleven in there too. So it's like, wow, there's just a lot of different places. But how does it work with with characters? Um, I really do. I really do like Sam as a character. I think they wrote him really, really well. Obviously, I don't have autism, and I don't have like I can't I don't experience this firsthand, so I don't know how well they depicted that. But as far as like a character, you can tell right off the bat he's a really good father, and he does try hard, and so it really helps for us to root for him as a main character, and he's a really well written character for that reason. And it's very wholesome that he does his best, and also that his friends help out too, and that they try their best, and they all like the scene again at Payless when they all chip in to buy school shoes for the girl. That's really awesome. That's a really cool thing. So I think he is a really, really well written character for this movie. I think it does a really good job there. It was also an insane twist to have him just like they're going out to eat, and then he unknowingly talks to a hooker and gets arrested for it. I had to rewatch that scene like 3 times to make sure that I like understood that that's what they were trying to do, because like it's completely it's completely like comes out of nowhere. They're just kind of like talking and having fun, and he's going to IHOP, and it's woohoo, that's one of his favorite things to do. It's IHOP night, woohoo. And then he gets arrested for talking to a hooker, and that's how they set up the whole thing with them finding out that he's not mentally capacitated or mentally strength enough to take care of this girl anymore. That's a really weird way to set up the conflict in this plot. I feel like there would have been a better way to do it, because this is just weird. That is just weird. It just was unnecessary as well. Also, I do like that Richard Scheif is in this movie. Really, really nice. He's a good actor. I like him. Also, there's Tab. Forgot Tab. Rip Tab. That really dates the movie that there's Tab in the movie. If you don't know what Tab is, that was Coke's original. That was the original. That was like Coke Zero, but directed more towards women. It does now. They just use Coke, Diet Coke, and Coke Zero, and there you go. Also, Ellie Sattler's in this movie, or Laura Dern. That was really wild because it happens a little bit later on in the movie, and I mean, she does a good enough job in the movie, but she doesn't. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Just saying, did not see her with Alan Grant or the other guy from Jurassic Park 3. Just kind of weird. I also have to give my thoughts on this trial. The trial stuff. The trial stuff, it's completely unethical. At least from my perspective, it was extremely unethical. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I've been in a courtroom, but I've never been part of like a court trial before. So I don't know exactly how accurate this is of like a court trial. But they were really taking advantage of his mental disability and the fact that he couldn't answer questions to the same degree as somebody else who doesn't have this disability. And it was really hard to watch as they just continuously tried to manipulate him to say the answers that they wanted him to say just so that they could take the kid away and get the money for it. And it just, especially from the defense, I was like, oh my God. That's another, Richard Scheif and everything. He does a pretty good job with the defense lawyer stuff. But man, you're not supposed to like him, obviously. And I really hate his character. It is really not good at all. I don't like it at all. But yeah, I just hate the trial because it's just like, damn, dude, this like, even back then, there had to be, that could not how it would have been back then, right? It's just not 50, 60 years ago. This is not even 30 years ago. It's barely 25 years ago. It's just like, I know that there's been advancements since then that I'm kind of not realizing or taking into perspective, but still, there has to be something. It's just like, that was probably the hardest part to watch, was the trial stuff. It was really, really hard to watch. Good. It has a good outcome at the end, thankfully. But god damn, it's just like you really drew that out for no reason, did you? But otherwise, I don't know. This is a good movie. This is a good movie. Like I said, it's a hard movie to watch, but it has a good message, and really is a good depiction of just good human relationships, and kind of how that stuff plays out and works out, and good inspirationals as well. So I definitely like that. But that's for my final score for this movie. I'm gonna have to give it an 8. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. It's a good movie. I probably will never watch it again, just because it's a hard movie to watch. But I'm glad I did. I'm glad I watched it. It's not what I expected it to be, but it wasn't bad. So I definitely think you should give it a watch too, if you have the chance. So otherwise, though, that's going to do it for this movie review. If you've ever seen I Am Sam, I'd love to know your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. And that's going to do it for this video as well. So stay tuned for much more amazing content, including more movie reviews and other awesome stuff. And until next time, see you guys later. Goodbye.